Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpin' Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. Now, sometimes when I make some videos on the channel, I want to talk about like the resale price and stuff like that. But today I want to talk about some panic or patience. All right. The Travis Scott Fragments just released. If you guys didn't notice, the resale price has went up the wazoo. Like it is at the moon right now. It has surpassed pre-resale price, as in like before the release these things were like at 2,000, 2,500, which is still a lot to me. I thought these things were gonna go a little bit lower, but of course with all this craziness of this release, and of course no one really got W's, the price has went up. Like we're looking at prices right now around $3,000. What? $3,000 is a lot of money for one pair of shoes. Okay, that's expensive. You guys are. That's just why. This is what making everyone crazy and get mad. Cause this shoe, everybody wants it. People just want it for the toe sometimes, or even just invest, whatever the case is. People just actually just want this shoe, and for this shoe to be $3,000, like come on, man. Ah, man, that is a lot. Now, like I said, when I make these videos, I want to talk about patience or panic. Now, this shoe to me has to be the #1 patient shoe. Like patience. How much will these things go down? We'll talk about it. But guys, I know it was a release, but not all the pairs are out yet. Okay, not all the pairs are out there yet, man. Most of the pairs out there are from like tier zeros. Of course the ones that got bought out on the Travis Scott site, but we're still waiting on the sneakers app. There's still thousands of pairs out there. There's still thousands of pairs out there. Eventually, once little Timmy get those pairs, the price probably will go down a little bit. Okay, there, I put that energy out there. I'll say it. Usually when a shoe it starts off that high or goes that high, it just kind of goes down. Let's look at perspective, guys. I said this even in my live. Like, for instance, okay, Trophy Rooms, perfect example, right? These things after the release were going for like $4,000, 4 bands, some of them even 5 bands for real. Let's look at prices now. Once the hype dies down, it's been about what, a good 5 months since the release. Prices right now are looking at $2,700. Like that's almost a $1,300 to $1,200 decrease. $2,000 decrease, really. So that's why I try to make these videos, because I would hate that someone to spend $3,000 and then it goes down to like $1,500, and then they lose, or they lost like $1,500. That's why I try to help you guys out to spend the least amount of money, catch the market at the right price. That's the thing. You gotta wait for the market of these things to settle. Right now, the hype is at its highest. It is the craziest hype right now on these Travis Frags. Of course, it felt really limited, almost felt like a damn PE, and this has to be probably the hypest shoe of 2021. It's going to still be high, of course, right? Let's just, for instance, it's really hard for me to believe that these things are going to be higher than the OGs. And these things came out, what, 3 years ago? These things were at $1,000, day one. They finally went up, and they're now at 2 bands. Same thing with the SBs, like the Travis Fragments. I wouldn't think these things are going to be higher than the OGs. It's looking like it's going to be, but I didn't think it was going to be this much. Keep it 100. Most people would rather have a DS pair of OGs than these Travis Frags. And I'm not saying that because I'm being salty or anything. I'm just keeping 100. I'm being for real. Most people would rather have the OGs mochas than the Fragment highs. I still want the Fragment highs. I'm just waiting for the price to kind of like settle out a little bit. I'm not trying to spend 3 bands right now. As a sneaker YouTuber, I'm gonna pay the high dollar. Okay, I'm gonna have to pay the high dollar because I gotta get the content and get the reviews. I'll probably, if I do end up getting it, I'll probably want one of the early ones to get an actual legit early review. So that's why I do it. That's why I spend that type of money, because this is technically my job, right? But I'm talking about as an average consumer. If you guys just want this pair for the lowest price, I say be patient. I still say be patient. Just remember, there's still a lot of pairs out there. There's still sneakers app. We don't know when that sneaker app's gonna drop, but they will drop eventually. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. Shoot, by the time I drop this video, they could have already dropped already, and I'm already too late. But I'm just saying, I still say be patient, just a little bit. All right. I don't know how long. It might take a while to get these things to be patient, because just remember, in the next couple 2 weeks, we're also going to get the Travis Fragment lows, and that will also build up the hype on these things, right? if sneaker app don't drop, you know, any pairs and this is it, then the Travis Fragment highs, it's gonna be all-time high. Like, this is gonna be the highest Travis Scott, you know, collab, you know, shoe. I really hope they drop for my sake, man. I really do. So my resale prediction, like, listen, this is a big prediction here, and a lot can go different ways, so I can be totally wrong about this prediction. So don't listen to me right away. I'm just thinking about from past few releases, like, you know, like I said, trophy rooms, they were up, they went down. Even Jordan 1 Dior's, they were like at 10 bands, they are now like at 7, so that's a $5,000 ink decrease. SB Chunky Dunkies, I remember when they first came out, it was super hyped up, we went live and everything. Those things were like at 2,000, they're now selling at 1,400 for my size. So I'm thinking once everything goes out, all the pairs are out, hype kind of dies down, this could potentially be less than $2,000, potentially. Hoping these things will be at 15. I think that was more wishful thinking on my part. I was really hoping these things would be 15. I hope I'm wrong about this, but I think the lowest they'll ever go is probably 17, and they'll probably stay around 2,000, honestly, because they'll probably stay right around where the OGs are. I just don't think they're gonna stay at 3,000 where they're at right now. Crazy, but I'm just saying, if I'm looking at past few releases, they're not gonna stay this high. I wouldn't think so. Hype dies out a little bit, guys. Hype does fade out. And if people are this mad about the shoe, if the hate is still out there, then definitely these things will definitely go down, okay? I mean, just look at these, all right? Might be a long game. This might be a long game, guys. Like, these things you might have to wait till, it might be October, it might even be November, really. Once Christmas happened, it's kind of whatever, you know. Wow, because now we're in July, it's gonna be August, then September. We might have to wait after September, and then August. That might be when the price will be going down, all right? And that's not to say these things will never go up, the Travis Frags. No, of course they will do good numbers. They will always do good numbers, okay? I just don't think they're gonna stay at 3K. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna stay at 3K. It's a little too high. It's just too much, you know? You gotta think again, guys. It's hard to move the really expensive shoes out there. Like, it's really hard. Even for Travis highs, it's hard to move for $2,000. You gotta find that one buyer that really wants these things. Everyday people is gonna spend $2,000 on a pair of shoes, guys. I mean, I know the hype is probably right now, you can probably try to move them for 3, but at the same time, it's still gonna be hard to find those buyers. You'll end up getting some panic sellers. People might even panic sell and drive the price down once, like I said, once the hype dies out, you know? It happens. I've seen it happen before. Even with trophy room, people that got all these pairs of trophy rooms, they're trying to trade them, do whatever the case is to move them because they got so many pairs now. I'm just saying, that's usually how it goes. And that's not to say if the trophy rooms won't go back up. I think these things are gonna go up, of course, eventually in due time. But same thing with the Travis Frags. They're gonna go up in due time. They might even hit 3K again. These things might even hit 3K, really. I'm actually expecting the OGs to do some crazy numbers. Even the lows, these things went up. I think these things are gonna do some crazy numbers. Like the lows, I can see these things being 2 bands one day, and these things could be like 25 to 3K, all right? So that's all I'm saying, guys. Remember I said, this is just my advice. This is what I think is gonna happen. You don't have to listen to it or you don't have to agree. I'm just going off what past experience and what I experienced of. I'm not always right, but this is what I just think it's gonna be. It's in my gut feeling. You know, just do whatever you think is right. If you got the bread, you want to spend 3K on a pair of shoes, cool. You know, if you think they're gonna even, like what, they're at 3K, you think they're gonna go up to 4K in now? Saying you're wrong, but what's the chances really? What is the likely chance it's gonna happen? That's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, guys, I hope this video helped you guys out. You guys let me know what you guys think. Will these things stay at 3K or what's the lowest they're gonna do? Like I said, I think the lowest that they'll do, depending on size, of course, is probably gonna be around, they could drop under 2, so like about around like 17 to 2K, around that range. 15 is kind of my wishful thinking, but we'll see what happens in the next couple months. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm Jumpman Chris. Peace. Pew.